All right, back with two more seniors, ChaseAlexander, DariusPinnix. Chase, I'm going to start with you. You're the big cog on the offensive line here, and I wanted to go ahead and bring this up front. One of your other linemen who will probably play both ways is Mark Wheeler, and we know Mark got some very, very bad news health-wise yesterday. Don't want to go into and invade his privacy or anything like that, but it's serious, and he likely will not get to play this year. What does that do for the team, and what are your feelings about Mark and his this loss that we're suffering, all of us?
Well, I mean, first off, we're all behind Mark 100% of the way and praying for him. And, I mean, football is just a game, but he's also, fighting for his life, too. So this is bigger than football could ever be. So we're all behind him 100% of the way and just hoping he gets through this healing process. And honestly, Mark would be a senior, too, class of 2017, and had been playing for a few years and really was going to step into a leadership role. And a lot of guys really look up to him naturally. He's a real tough guy and just gives kind of a different edge to our team. And I feel like us guys kind of taking it ourselves to step up and fill that spot where Mark is and just do the best we possibly can in his absence.
That's very well said. And actually, I was riding home today and I had a similar feeling I was thinking about the movie Remember the Titans, and one of the defensive mantras was to be mobile, agile, and hostile. And Mark was the hostile piece of it. So somebody's got to take up and be hostile. Now, looking at the offensive line in general, who's going to be up there with you, and how's it shaping up?
I think we've done very well so far through spring ball and to fall practice. We have 4 returning starters who will all start this year. Caleb Woody is moving to left tackle from left guard, and then Noah Turner is staying at right guard, so it'll be a second year starting there. And I'm at right tackle, and we're going to play kind of a rotation between Ivan Baez and Matthew Parsons at left guard, both of which have shown the willingness to learn and the willingness to get better, and both seem very excited for Friday night, so we're excited.
Any chance we could see you or any of the other guys going both ways?
Very much so. I think that me, Ivan, Coy, and really everybody just has to step up this year in Mark's absence and just stepping up in general, and we'll be willing to play both ways and get conditioning right and just be focused for the entire game rather than just half of it.
Yeah, now before we talk to Darius, who we know is going on to play college ball, we talked to you briefly earlier about your college aspirations. How are things looking for you? You getting any looks, any contacts? And is that something that's really on your goal sheet for this year, is to get a scholarship?
Yes, sir. Well, first off, I just want to play as hard as I can. That's the best thing I can do, and just go and play as I've been playing. And yes, I hope to receive some more looks and perhaps a scholarship offer this year. But for me, really, it's just the team first and focusing on every week and playing as hard as I can, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, that's a great talk. Let's switch to Darius. Darius, I want to ask you about, right as we broke practice here, broke the huddle, Coach Snuffer asked everybody to close their eyes, and he sort of painted a picture of what this season could look like. What was going through your mind as Coach Snuffer was giving us that vision of playing that first weekend in December?
Pretty much everything he said, like going to the state championship and winning the state championship, that's been going through my head the whole time ever since the last game we lost last year in the playoffs. It's hard. It's really hard every day. Each and every day is really hard to go out here in the heat like this, but we got a great group of guys that's coming out here every day putting forth the effort and everything. So we're just going to keep pushing towards the ring.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, I just asked Chase about playing both ways, and I'm going to make the assumption you'll probably be doing both. So aside from playing receiver, where else might we see DariusPinnix?
Out the backfield, running back, defense and strong safety, doing a lot.
Pretty much everywhere, everything. You're not going to be punting or kicking, I'm guessing, but every other position's possible. All right, now, congratulations on committing to East Carolina. Ask you briefly about, I read a quote that you said you're not turning anybody else down, but you are committed to the Pirates. But what else? Where other visits are you going? I saw you in a Virginia Tech jersey. What else does the future hold for you?
Visits at Elon, Virginia Tech, ECU, NC State, a lot of other schools.
Well, that's great to hear. You've got a long way to go. What are your personal goals for the season? And I don't even going to ask what the team goal is because I know what it is. But personally, what do you hope to accomplish?
This year, I want to break the receiving yards in one season. It's around 1875, so I'm pushing towards 2,000 receiving yards, and that's about it.
I'll ask you guys the same thing I asked Josiah. I'm looking around, just take a gander around the field and look at this. This is the last go-round. Does it seem real, Chase, that this could be it?
No, sir. It's 3 years has come by so fast. It's hard to believe.
Yeah, and Darius, you're a senior. We watched you from a freshman. I don't know. Just anything has it sunk in yet?
No, it hasn't sunk in yet. hope every day is longer and getting longer and getting longer. So it take a while before my senior year is over.
Yeah, like I said, the only way to do that is to keep winning. But one thing I'm going to encourage both of you to do is just take one game at a time. I think last year we got ahead of ourselves and we started looking too far ahead too soon. Take one game at a time, stay healthy, and we're going to have a big year. We'll see you guys here in about 24 hours, and we're going to play the Cavaliers and get this thing started. Thanks, guys.